In the bleak autumn of 1888, the thick fog of London's Whitechapel could not hide the horrors to come. Known as Jack the Ripper, this enigmatic killer terrorized the city over 71 days, murdering at least 5 women, most of them prostitutes, shaking Victorian England to its core. His story is one of blood, mystery, and secrets that may never surface. Welcome to Killer Archives, where we uncover the forbidden truths of this chilling enigma. Are you ready to step into the darkness? It was a time of grandeur and innovation, the Victorian era. Yet beneath the polished surface lay a stark contrast. London's East End, particularly Whitechapel, was a labyrinth of poverty and despair. Overcrowded tenements housed the working poor, while crime festered in the shadows. Prostitution was rampant, and the police force, underfunded and overstretched, struggled to maintain order. Then, on the night of August 31st, 1888, the silence was shattered. Mary Ann Nichols, a 43-year-old mother-turned-streetwalker, was found dead. Her throat slashed, her body mutilated. The Ripper had claimed his first known victim, marking the beginning of a reign of terror. Over the next few months, the killings escalated. On September 8th, Annie Chapman's body was discovered, her abdomen ripped open with surgical precision. Then came the double event. On September 30th, Elizabeth Stride and Catherine Eddowes fell to the blade, the latter's face carved with eerie precision. The final confirmed victim, Mary Jane Kelly, met a gruesome fate on November 9th, her room a slaughterhouse of flesh and blood. The surgical precision of the cuts, the removal of organs, and the deliberate posing of bodies suggested a killer far from ordinary. Scotland Yard's finest detectives sifted through blood-stained knives, glove prints, and case files filled with strange symmetrical incisions for days. Yet the true horror was only beginning to unfold. The letters attributed to the killer, "Dear Boss" and "From Hell," dominated newspaper headlines. Their chilling details sparked widespread panic. The inclusion of a kidney piece in the "From Hell" letter was particularly disturbing. Yet some researchers suggest these were penned by Scotland Yard itself, a psychological operation to mask the killer's elusiveness. This theory finds support in the inconsistencies within police records and graphological analyses indicating that multiple hands may have written the letters. The crude language and low quality paper of "From Hell" hint at an official manipulation. A lesser-known hypothesis posits that the killer was a woman, dubbed Jill the Ripper, perhaps a nurse or a woman who had suffered a miscarriage, driven by revenge. The absence of self-defense marks on victims and the killer's ease of approach bolster this idea. Historians argue that period women's clothing, long skirts and shawls, could have concealed a blade and aided disguise. The fact that most victims were prostitutes points to a personal trauma, perhaps the loss of a loved one to that trade. The most shocking conspiracy suggests the killer operated under royal protection. Claims linking Prince Albert Victor, Duke of Clarence, to the murders gained traction in the 1970s. Through journalist Stephen Knight. He proposed that the prince's illicit affair and a resulting pregnancy prompted a cover-up. Sir William Withy Gull, the royal physician and a high-ranking Mason, may have been tasked with orchestrating the killings to bury the scandal. Gull's surgical expertise aligned with the precise cuts, and some assert his mental decline in later years supports this theory. The missing organs from the victims' bodies hint at Masonic ritualistic symbols. The kidney mentioned in the "From Hell" letter is seen by some as a warning from a senior Mason to suppress the truth. The use of organs in Masonic rituals was documented in 18th century secret societies, suggesting the murders might have been part of a planned ceremony rather than random acts. Gull's Masonic ties and the surgical precision of the crimes strengthen this claim. Some sources even propose that the crime locations form a geometric pattern, perhaps a pentagon, aligned with Masonic symbolism. Another intriguing theory is that the killer was not one but multiple individuals. The varying styles and timings of the murders support this. Elizabeth Stride's killing appeared interrupted, while Catherine Eddowes' detailed mutilations suggest a different hand. This could imply a team effort, possibly a gang or a royally orchestrated group. Some detective reports noted multiple footprints at the scenes, though these findings were later scrubbed from official records. Despite suspects like Aaron Kosminski, Montague Druitt, and Walter Sickert being interrogated for years, no concrete evidence emerged. A 2014 DNA analysis pointed to Kosminski, but contamination of samples cast doubt. Perhaps the most terrifying truth is that the killer's identity was known, yet forever concealed by powerful hands. By 1889, the murders ceased as abruptly as they began, deepening the mystery. Did Jack commit suicide, flee abroad, or was he caught, his identity buried? Today, modern forensic experts revisit the case. Psychics claim to feel the dark energy of the sites, and annual Ripper tours keep the legend alive. Walking Whitechapel's narrow streets, the sudden appearance of shadows, bloodstains on old walls, and the silence of night evoke the sense that Jack lingers still. Perhaps the most chilling truth is that this dark facet of humanity will never vanish, only transform. Re-emerging in different times under different names, Jack was not just a man, but a beast lurking in the abyss of the human soul, and that abyss remains, waiting silently in the dark. Maybe the true horror isn't that he was never caught, but that he was, and his identity was never revealed. A ghost not of Whitechapel streets, but of the secrets of the powerful. Secrets that may never again see the light. What are your thoughts? Who was Jack the Ripper? Share your theories in the comments below, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, and join us at Killer Archives as we delve into more true crime tales. Until next time, stay curious.